Okay, so my 6-year-old is gone today. So how this works in art class is if everyone in the class gets a good report, which means that no one in the class gets their name written down negatively, then tomorrow you will get a reward. If one person in the room gets their name written down negatively, then no one gets the reward, and that one person gets consequences. So you just need to do what you're supposed to do today, which today you're going to be getting sketches done so that you're prepared to paint tomorrow. So what you're going to be doing is creating, you're going to be creating paintings for a quilt that's going to draw attention to the problems with violence against women and missing and exploited children. So if you haven't heard of the AIDS quilt, this is the first time it was unveiled in 1987. I'm just going to show part of this, and then I'll show you another video as well. So this is similar to what we're creating. Right now they're reading off names of people who have died from AIDS as they're unveiling and opening up the quilts. So each one of those quilt squares was created by someone or a group of people to remember someone that died of AIDS.
Dave Castro, Michael DeSantis, Dr. Damian Martin, co-founder, Heather Martin Institute for Lesbian.
You can't quite tell there, but that's all being opened up out on the mall, so in front of the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C. Here's a closer up view of some of those quilt squares. See how they're all very different. They're all made from very different materials too. So you're going to be painting on fabric that I've already screen printed on. So in just a minute, you'll see the images that you'll be painting on. You'll get one of them. It'll be sort of random which one you get. So what you're going to paint inside of the image is a safe space. So it could be any place that you feel like when you go to in your mind or in real life that it's safe, it's comforting there. So it could be a landscape like this one here. It could be sort of outer space, imaginary. It could be any place that you feel safe. So your room, tree house, anything like that. Two of the images, these black silhouettes are two of the images that are printed on the fabric that you may or may not get tomorrow. By the end of class, you're going to have your name on your sketch paper. You're going to have done at least 2 sketches of your safe space. And when you're finished, you either can start coloring that or you can do a couple more sketches. You need to be working the entire class period, and you must be ready to paint tomorrow knowing what you're going to do. Okay, so first thing I want you to do is write your name on the edge of one of the sides of the paper and your class period number. Next, you're going to take your paper and just fold it in half. Open it back up. Today, all you're going to be working on is figuring out exactly what it is you're going to paint tomorrow. So the final painting is not going to be very big, remember. What you will get tomorrow is a piece of fabric that has had one of these images stenciled onto it with fabric paint. So you're going to be filling in a window that's been cut into a piece of plastic. So your painting is only going to be filling in a rectangle window on these images. Okay, so not very big. Your finished painting might be no more than about this big. Okay, so as you're thinking of your design, you want to remember that you're going to be painting this and that you're going to be painting it in a very small area. So to use this, we're going to be using some smaller brushes than what you used for the last project. We're also going to be using acrylic paint. So remember, it's not going to wash out of your clothes. Right now, the image that you need to be sketching in here is, remember, a safe place, a relaxing place, some place that you could escape to, or someone could escape to. So it could be a landscape, a seascape, could be your room, could be a treehouse, could be pretty much anything, but you want to make sure that whatever it is, it ends up being realistic so that anybody looking at it can tell what it is. What you're doing then is a sketch for a finished painting. So right now you just need to get your ideas down. You don't need to worry about making it perfect today. So since this is a sketch for a painting, you could also put in notes. So these are mountains. This is going to be water. Or you could, if you get 2 sketches done today, go back and start coloring them with colored pencils. So that would be telling you then Tuesday what colors you want to put in which section, and you would have that already planned out, and you wouldn't have to think about it too much then on Tuesday. Once you're done with the first sketch, you're going to move on and do a second sketch.